So welcome and thank you very much for checking out this video. This constellation was for a client was struggling around finances and sort of blocked around bringing her healing gifts to the world. So we took a look at it from this perspective. She spoke to me. We did an intake right before the constellation. We did a 45-minute private intake. And she spoke to me about a grandfather, and she was curious about this grandfather. There's a grandfather on her dad's side of the lineage. So, as a facilitator, I went in openness. I wanted to put in a rep for financial abundance and look at the client's relationship to finances, to financial abundance. The sort of opening clues from the field, there were a couple that this may be going towards the mother's side of the lineage. And I still wanted to check around this grandfather that she spoke to on dad's side. So I started by bringing in the dad's father, her grandfather, to see if there was anything there. And the sense that I ended up getting the first about maybe 20 minutes was no, it seems like this constellation needs to go to the mom's side. Now, the way I work, my constellations are a little slow developing. I spend usually about half of the time, about 45 minutes, just making sure that we have all of the right pieces in the constellation. So that's the first thing I'm doing is I'm just putting the puzzle pieces out of the box onto the board so I know all the pieces we're working with. Now, about halfway through this constellation, I got there. Like I really felt, okay, this work is about the great grandmother, right? We saw that with the representative from the cobwebs. Okay, where did the cobwebs come from? Come from the great grandmother and then great-great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather generations. Checking with my client, what happened with this person, and then the client shares, yes, some really hard things happened with my great-grandmother. So from that point, we start to explore what is it that will bring healing to these relationships. What I loved about this constellation was the amount of love that came into the field. And you'll start to see that about 2/3 of the way through. You'll start to feel the vibration of that as you watch the constellation. So the amount of love, the great-great-grandfather and what happened to the land before him. Fascinating how the land showed up, and a bunch of us had called in the land during the invocations, and that's not recorded. That was before the actual constellation. So I hope you enjoy this constellation. I'm going to be coming out with more of these, probably about every 2 weeks. Hopefully that will be able to be recorded and shared with you. So this constellation, the client allowed it to be recorded. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel so more constellation facilitators have these constellations and other materials as a resource. So if you enjoy it, hit like, hit subscribe, comment below. I will respond to the comments, and enjoy. And thank you very much for watching. Okay, Sarah, anything you want to add to what we talked about?
I don't think anything to what we talked about, but I did notice that there are 3 birds of prey here helping us: owl, eagle, and hawk, I believe. And these are definitely birds that have meaning for me. So just wanted to say that.
Great. What's that meaning for you if you want to share?
Um, well, I have a little like um when I sign my name, I sign it with a bird, and it looks like a hawk. Now, my name that I use sometimes is Sarah Songbird, so it's kind of could be one or the other. And I've always been drawn to owls. I just found an owl not too long ago that I processed, and so I have the wings and the tail. And yeah, eagle's always been a powerful symbol for me as well. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. Kathy, have you been to one of my events before? You muted? No, you're muted.
I have in Boulder quite a while ago.
So not online.
Right.
Okay, good. I will let you sit back and watch for the first 20 minutes or so. Same with you, Leah P. I'll let you sit back and watch and just see how I like to hold the field. And then after that, really open it up for everyone. Everyone else has been with us before. So thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Sashi, go ahead. Kathy, I'm going to mute you. There's a little feedback coming through your Sashi.
Hi, I saw two hawks. I think one was yesterday, and then 2 days ago there was red-tailed hawks, and they just were not afraid of me. One of them just sat there on the post and didn't move, and I'm the one who ended up leaving first, but that was unusual, so I just wanted to share that. Oh, you're muted.
Sarah, choose a representative for yourself. Don't choose Kathy yet. Don't choose Leah P yet.
Pinar, would you be? Thank you.
And choose a representative for financial resource. Or you can name it something differently if you want.
Sashi?
Choose a representative for bird medicine, or you can name that differently if you want also.
Fabiola.
Just see what that has for us. And so for everyone, especially those new, and as a reminder for some others, I do like my reps to stand. I like to know where people are physically in the space. It gives me clues about the field. And as you stand, you just allow whatever wants to show up. Just allowing, trusting, and we don't really know what the field's going to need to show us. So creating that space of openness, openness to emotion, openness to sensation, openness to body position. Perhaps something in our space stands out for us. Sashi, could you change your name for me, please? Appreciate it. Makes it easier for me to keep track. And so welcoming and allowing the mystery, whoever wants to show up. And Sarah's rep, what's happening for you?
I'm very alert. I mean, my body is strong, feeling very strong, and I'm watching. I'm like this guardsman or someone watching the premises, but I'm looking at the two corners, feeling like something's gonna come out of either one of them. So I'm very alert.
Thank you. Are you aware of financial resource?
So I don't know who else is on the field. I got into it right away. So there's financial.
Just trust it. If you don't pay any attention to the other reps, trust them.
I was curious, so I want to know.
Sashi, it's financial resource.
That's it? Okay. Yeah. So I was looking, so before the constellation, I was getting dressed and there were two white shirts on the hanger and my hand went, so I trust my instinct when I'm picking outfits. So my hand went to this one, but there was another white shirt without the color. So I was gonna go to that, no, my hand went to this one. So I was looking at Sashi and thinking, oh, that's why. Okay, that's all.
There's your other white shirt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you. Bird medicine, what shows up for that energy seems to be relevant. I may keep you in just for a little bit, but what shows up there?
Um, I really feel like a lot of movement. I will be really like, kind of flying. I do feel a little heaviness in the pit of my stomach. It feels almost like if I had a rock or cement or something. I cannot see financial resource at all, but I was very attracted to Sarah's rep when she was by the window. And I kind of felt like I was like almost at two places. I felt like I was outside of the window, but really I felt very attracted to the way she looked from the inside. And right now I'm having a little bit of trouble speaking, like there's something in my throat that is not necessarily bothering me. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like I can feel it and I started having trouble speaking, but there's nothing in there that I feel that is stopping me. But there's something that it is, I just cannot feel it.
Thank you. Financial resource.
I just want to cry. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to be called on. There's a little, I don't know if you can see on there's a little light right there that the window is making, and I just wanted to go be in that little light. And I want to be underneath the window where there's light, but I'm also aware of some cobwebs. There's some cobwebs up here in the rafters, and I see the cobwebs and I'm aware of them. And then around this shirt, I just bought this shirt and I decided this was going to be my new work shirt. Like, oh, I need a nice new work shirt. And so I just bought this as my new work shirt. And I'm also want to cry because there's beauty. Like I'm just looking at all the beauty and touched by the beauty.
Thank you. Sarah's rep, what happened there?
So all the life force in me has been drained out. I don't have anything. And I just collapsed. I don't know. I think it was the financial
Resource.
resources. And when financial resources started speaking, I didn't even want to look at the screen. I can't even look at the screen now. I want to be away and outside.
Thank you. Sarah herself, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm fascinated by this whole process so far.
Bird medicine?
As Sarah's rep was speaking, like first I couldn't see her on the floor, but as she was speaking, my arms feel very heavy, and I feel like before I was flying, but now I'm like on the floor, on my feet, just like wondering what happened to my wings.
Thank you. Let's choose rep for your grandfather, Sarah, on Dad's side and just see what's there.
Leah, would you be my granddad, please?
Which Leah, please?
With H.
Sure.
Grandfather? Dad's dad? Sarah's rep, any changes?
No, not much.
Hey, would you represent the cobwebs?
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm not sure where to go yet, Sarah, but it's showing us there's stuff back behind you that's still having impact and drained of life force. So significant impact, actually. Yeah.
Jack, I don't know if this is helpful, but I'm spectacularly uninterested. Like I was really loved up and really interested before we started, and now I'm just like really not interested. So I just thought I'd report that to you.
Okay, let's stay with that and see how that evolves. Sarah's rep, go ahead.
It feels like I had wings here, but I don't have them anymore.
They've been clipped.
Mm-hmm.
Bird medicine?
Since grandfather came in, I have had a lot of itchiness in my back, like in on my neck, the back of my neck, my back, and as Sarah Rapp was saying about the wings, I was wondering about wings too. But I'm seeing grandfather, and he has a circle on her shirt, and I really want to know what is in there. Like that's all I can see. That circle in her shirt.
Thank you. Do you know what this grandfather's name is, Sarah?
Clarence Murray.
Clarence?
Mhm.
Thank you. Financial resource, any change?
My vision is quite peripheral, and it's been taking me a little, like I'm trying to like, oh yeah, there are voices in this little box. And so I'm starting to be aware of like the voices in this little box, because in true my vision is quite peripheral. So I'm aware of you guys now more.
Thank you. Sarah's rep, any change?
No, I wanted to see the grandfather. I couldn't find him. Now I see him. But yeah, I don't want to look at the grandfather.
You don't want to look at him?
No.
Thank you. Grandfather, what shows up?
Felt a sensation of being very cold initially, like chills, and also like that I'm really guarded, like I don't want to speak, like there's some stuff going on with my throat, and just yeah, like I feel almost like stone, and there's light reflecting off the table, which feels kind of blinding.
Thank you. Cobwebs, what shows up there?
So initially, I felt very old and chills, a little bit shaky down my back, and not really interested in anyone speaking. Very aware there's a draft coming through here until Financial Resource spoke. And then I was quite interested, and I thought, oh, this person likes me. This person's noticed me. So I felt a little more engaged then. But I kind of feel like I want to be somewhere else too. I feel like I don't belong here.
want you to step back, cobwebs. I want you to step back the generations. You can start with Sarah's generation, then take one step back and then take another step back, and just kind of step back the generations and see where you belong, see where it has the most energy for you.
Three generations back.
Yeah, on the left side or the right side? On mom's side or dad's side?
It's mum's side.
Thank you. And just stand there and just allow whatever wants to happen as you step into the cobwebs back 3 generations on mom's side. Sarah's rep, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to be closer to the cobwebs.
Thank you. Grandfather, any change?
Just feel like there's something blocking, like that I'm very closed off. And as you see, I have my arms crossed and I just feel very aloof and distant and closed off.
Thank you. Be true for that one to say something happened to me.
Something happened to me.
And I closed off.
And I closed off. I'm not allowed to speak.
Thank you. Who else needs to report? That's in the field. Go ahead, Sarah's rep first, and then resource.
My focus is on cobwebs, and they know, so they will tell us what happened.
So clear, Sarah showing while grandfather is relevant, not drawing attention right now. So if something on mom's side is drawing the attention 3 generations back. So that's the direction we're going to go and explore. Financial resource, go ahead.
I've just been rubbing my heart like this since Cobweb started speaking, and I've got one hand in my pocket and just the other one is just rubbing my heart.
Thank you. Bird medicine.
When Cobb was speaking, I kind of was like moving my feet, like hitting on each other. And right now, I just want to have one of my feet up, like I'm standing just on one leg. Yeah.
Thank you. I think grandfather, you can let that roll go. For now, thank you for bless him and release him to go wherever he needs to go for now. Okay, for cobwebs, let's run up.
Just check I'm not muted. Very emotional here. As I step back and began to embody this is my place, I could feel other female ancestors coming in and surrounding me and holding me, and I connected with a deep sense of grief around not belonging. I'm not sure why, but being brought back in and welcomed back, welcomed home. It's the grief of arrival back home. A lot of emotion here, a lot of tears.
Sarah's rep, go ahead.
That's when my wings were clipped.
Try these words. That's when I lost my wings.
They took my wings.
They took my wings. Sarah herself, how are you?
It's yeah, I'm feeling heavy and resonating with the grief.
Do we know anything about your great-grandmother or great-great-grandmother? Like there?
Yes, on my mother's side,
Mhm.
my great great grandmother, her name was Fanny, and she left. She was forced to leave her home in Missouri within like a 24-hour notice. She was 14 at the time. This was during the Civil War, and they had to leave and they moved to Montana. She and her family in a covered wagon, and so I think unless that's my great great grandmother, it might be my great great grandmother. My
Mhm.
great grandmother was her daughter. Yeah. Okay. But there was definitely, you know, a traumatic move, and then they went to Montana, um, and then she took that family to California, which is where my grandmother was born.
Yeah, thank you. Representative for the cobwebs, or perhaps a grandmother, or perhaps a great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. What's happening for you? We lost her.
I just lost mute. That resonated when I heard Sarah speak. Felt I could feel that all through my body. I could feel the deep longing for home, and I also feel the truth that it was actually my mother I'm carrying. It was the great grandmother. I was carrying the grief for the great great grandmother.
You're the great-grandmother and you're carrying it for great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother.
Because when I first stepped back, I sort of actually felt some energy here as well. This felt like the strongest position for me, but I did feel a connection with another generation. So that makes sense now.
Thank you. Sarah's rep.
I'm feeling the sadness, and when my wings were taken, my voice was taken. I couldn't express.
Thank you. Sashi, anything to report? I may have you let that roll go.
A lot of grief, a lot of sadness,
Okay, keep holding that then. Yeah, thank you.
a lot of tears, yeah. And looking down, I'm looking down at the rug, at the floor.
Thank you. Great-grandmother, I'm gonna name you great-grandmother. Choose a representative if you want for your mother.
Kathy?
So Kathy, if you can come in as great-great-grandmother and just see what shows up. Just allowing. Sarah's rep, how are you doing?
I'm looking at my great grandmother, great grandmother, and she's the one. She had her feet on the ground. She's the one I look up to. She's the strength. So I relaxed a lot when she came in. and I'm standing taller. I've got her strength. I've got chills. She's the one who was holding my left hand during the meditation.
Thank you. She's a representative for her wings.
Do I choose it? Do you want me to?
No, let's let great grandmother choose it. Great grandmother, I want you to choose a representative for your wings. As I see it, she's got this bird cage too behind her. I mean, look, it's a light, but it looks like a bird cage illuminated.
Tracy.
Tracy representing great grandmother's wings clipped off some way.
If it's okay with you, I'm not going to stand just because of how sore I am, but I do
Yep.
feel like I'm in the representation.
Thank you. Bird medicine, how are you doing?
When great grandmother came in, I felt very tired. I had to close my eyes. I had to keep my hands on my desk so as to not fall over. When the wings came in, I was able to open my eyes. When you asked for the rep, I was able to open my eyes.
Thank you. Great great grandmother, what shows up there, Kathy?
It's kind of a sense of wonder, just wanting to look around and also place my left hand on a support. Feeling rather stiff, but comfortable. It's not an uncomfortable stiff, but it's just kind of solid.
Thank you. Are you aware of your daughter?
She seems very, very small and far away at the moment.
Thank you. Sarah's rep.
I'm connected to great grandmother. It's the connection we have. We're holding hands.
Thank you. Go ahead, Sashi.
I just had a really, really good cry. And I had to look down. There was so much grief. But when Sarah's rep was talking and she named great grandmother, I was able to lift my head. And then when you brought in the wings, I guess, or it was great grandmother or wings, I could look up and the tears stopped.
Thank you. Yeah, and actually, as I look at Tracy, what you're wearing, to me, it looks like butterfly wings, the color. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just going to name you Missing Wings.
Okay.
Tracy, do you want to say anything for that role?
I feel devastated and lost.
No.
And excluded, like I'm not allowed.
Thank you. Go ahead, Sashi.
I feel called to put this nest, bird's nest, in my hand, and this rose in the nest, and then this little feather. So I think it's a owl feather or a hawk feather.
Thank you. Kay, for the great grandmother, let's check in with you. It seems like the work is really there, Sarah. And also, Kay, specifically too, to ask if there's anything around children or anything like that.
It got my attention when I heard great great grandmother say, my mother say that I'm quite small, and I didn't really feel seen during that part of the process. And I also felt a little bit confused when you first asked for someone to choose a representative for the wings. I wasn't sure if I was being spoken to or if it was great great grandmother. I thought it was me, and I felt like there might have been some kind of entanglement there between me and my mother. And as far as children go, I feel like there's a lot. Like my eyes are drawn down now. And I'm just looking for the first time and acknowledging this loss.
Everybody breathe. Allow all the energies to flow so they don't get stagnant. Who needs to speak? Go ahead, Sarah.
I'm looking at the missing wings, and I wish and hope it could be stronger. They were strong ones.
Thank you. Sarah herself, how are you doing? And then great great grandmother, I'll go to you.
Feeling the emotion for sure, but hanging in there.
Thank you. Kathy, for the great great grandmother, anything to report? I muted you, Kathy. You have to unmute.
Just before great grandmother spoke, I felt emotion here and in my throat, just this whoosh of energy, and then it diffused. Pretty much gone now. And I kind of have this overriding just feeling of wonder. I don't know what it is, but just wonderment, which I felt originally also.
Thank you. Sashi, for whatever that role is, go ahead.
Put the rose down, and I've got this nest, this bird's nest here. And I've never done this before, but it's like strengthening the walls of the home, of the nest, like strengthening and like wanting to do this in the nest, like safety. And then this is definitely a red-tailed hawk feather. But there's something of like home and walls and safety.
Thank you for that. Missing wings, and then bird medicine. Tracy, you're muted.
Very sad, but my puppy is trying to play, which is interesting.
Thank you. Bird medicine.
There has been a lot of heaviness. I've been rattling here, and I'm so sleepy. Like I just want to close my eyes, I'm fully asleep. I don't even want to go to the ground. I just want to stay where I am in the sleep.
Thank you. So, Sarah, you said this great grandmother at the age of 14 had to leave Mississippi. Did she leave her mother or
Missouri.
somewhere? Missouri. Did she leave her family and everything also in this move?
I think she went with her family. They took a like a covered wagon and they all moved up to Montana is what my understanding is. There may have been some left behind. I don't know though.
Yeah, this is a big trauma, which that is probably a big enough trauma. You know, we don't know why they had to leave.
Apparently, carpetbaggers came and kicked them out of off of their farm right after the Civil War.
Thank you. Sin, can you bring in the Civil War for us just to have that energy more realized? Thank you. Great grandmother, how are you doing?
Just noticing I'm feeling a lot of hunger here and some pain down the back of my right leg. And at the mention of Civil War, I froze.
Thank you. Sarah, choose a representative for great-great-grandfather.
Liz, would you be great grandfather?
Go ahead, Sarah.
The land is very important to me. Like when financial resource said it's getting the nest stronger, I'm feeling that. And then at the beginning, when I was guarding the house, looking around to see if anyone was coming in, is related to that. So land is the major thing, like my land, and it's mine, and it's beautiful. And the idea of someone taking away is unbearable.
Choose a representative for the land that was lost.
Yeah. Ria?
Ria, you represent the land that was lost, please. Civil War, go ahead, Sim.
It's tied in with what Pinar just said, that the being forced off the land, there was already a lot of chaos and grief and violence, and they did not leave their land easily. They did not just get, okay, excuse me, but it's time for you to go. So there was fighting, there was struggle for the land, and there were obviously children involved. And so, yes, that was very traumatic, but it was also in the context of the war there were a lot of displaced people. There was a lot of movement and just general chaos and violence after the war.
Thank you. Daniela, can you give a place to the people who took the land? People who took the land, let's give them a place. Sashi, go ahead.
I feel drawn to put this nest down, and there's another little nest out in front of my house that I haven't touched, where there are these 3 little baby birds that I think were gobbled up. And I really feel compelled to go get that little nest.
Okay.
So I'll be back.
Thank you. Sarah, how are you? Sarah herself.
This is, it's going very, very deep. I can feel it. Yeah, I have emotion. I'm tearing up. Yeah.
Thank you. Sarah's rep.
Babies were killed and we had to leave them on that land, and there's strong longing to those lands.
Leah P, can you give a place to the babies who are buried on the land? Thank you. Let's give them a place. So these are ancestors, perhaps great grandmother's generation, perhaps great great grandmother's generation, or even farther back. Leah, what's happening for you? Leah with an H.
It's feeling like really heavy and like my head hurts and I want to curl up into a ball.
So just allow that to flow through you. Just consciously know that perhaps you're processing some of the trauma in the field for us. And just allow that to flow through and take care of yourself too. And thank you for holding that. Let me know if it changes. Great great grandfather, what shows up there? And then Sashi, I'll go to the resource.
I'm just so angry. So I can't really engage. I can vaguely hear people being upset about things, and it's just slightly irritating, and just, everyone needs to get over that. But when you said you wanted to bring in the people that took the land, I almost unmuted myself and said, no, don't bring them in. I'm not having them here.
Try this for him. I could kill them.
Oh, more than that. Yeah, I would slaughter them in their beds, and their children, and their babies.
Just like they did mine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
An eye for an eye, and tooth for a tooth.
Thank you. Sashi, go ahead.
So this is the first time I've touched this nest. The three little guys were gobbled up by some other animal. And I'm just wanting to, it's not quite, I can't quite find the place for it in my hand, but I'm just wanting to do this.
Try showing it to the babies buried on the land, what Leah P is representing for us, and see if that feels like a
Pia. Civil War.
Babies buried on the land.
Babies buried in the land. Yeah.
Yeah. Just let that one see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. I want to pose my hands just to hold it. And I've passed it almost every day for like a month, but I just couldn't touch it. And this is the first time I can bring it in and just, yeah, there's some tears here.
So maybe 3 babies, Sarah, that's been named a couple of times, that number. Civil War, I saw your hand. Hold on for just a moment. I want to let this integrate a little bit more first. Babies buried on the land, how are you doing?
And my upper body and my arms are kind of clipped and contracted, and my lower limbs are wobbly. And I couldn't see anybody until Sashi spoke about the nest, and I resonated with that right away.
Thank you. Civil War, go ahead, and then Sarah's rep.
I suddenly felt very, very warm, very hot. And I felt like there was fire, that they didn't leave the land. They were burned out. They had to flee from the land. So it was very traumatic.
Thank you.
I want to cry. My heart hurts.
Yeah, allow the crying, allow the tears. They're welcome. Thank you. Sashi's rep, you had some, Sarah's rep, excuse me, you had something.
babies feel like my babies, and when that happened, we did not have time to bury them. It was just happened, and we ran, and the babies were left there on the land like that, and they never had the proper burial or mourning or anything. So I'm feeling that they're my babies and they need to be honored.
Just tell them I see you now.
I see you now.
My God, they are not your babies. I'm so angry.
Thank you, great-great-grandfather. Great-grandmother, how are you doing?
I just felt a lot of relief to hear great great grandfather say that. I was also feeling angry, listening to, that's my babies. I actually feel like I was grieving the loss of siblings. I wasn't sure if they were siblings or my own children. I feel like I was helping to look after them. So yeah, I feel relief now. That feels more validating.
Thank you. So just tell your great-granddaughter, these are not your babies.
Yeah, these are not your babies.
And it's not right for you to carry that.
And it's not right for you to carry that.
But it is right for you to love them.
But it is right for you to love them.
And care about them.
And care about them.
Try these words if they feel true. If not, don't say them, or you can change them either. Leave the babies with me and my mother and father.
Leave the babies with me and with my mother and father.
Sarah's rep.
She's having a hard time saying that I had to take care of these babies because nobody else was taking care of them. Wouldn't you just go help a abandoned baby? They were just left there. I had to step in.
Hold on a second. Daniela, anything to report from there? I don't know that we need them, but anything to report from them?
And I felt disconnected when you got me into the role. I didn't care of anything that is happening, only when the great grandfather, when he talked about killing us back or something, this is what got me angry. And it came to me like we did what we had to do and we were entitled to do so. And I want them to take their babies from there if this is a bothering point. But I feel like I don't have any empathy of what's going on.
Thank you. Great-great-grandfather.
It's strangely good to hear and see the people who took the land. I didn't expect to feel good to see them, but it's strangely good to see them.
Thank you. Land, go ahead.
I actually like the great grandfather. He looks to me, or he appears to be very grounded. He knows what he's talking about. He doesn't have the drama story. I like him in a strange way.
Try these words. I respect you, or we respect you.
I respect you. Yeah, I feel it very deep.
So just feel that, even the love in some way in that.
Yeah, I feel like we were entitled, or this was the result of this war. So when there was war, we just do whatever we have to survive. So
And we all took land. We all took land.
Feel the heart. There's heart in this exchange, so feel that. Land, go ahead. Ria.
There was this heaviness when spoken about babies, and that got released. There is a release in that when babies were included.
Thank you. So I think, Sarah, that's off at this point is that you're represented, you are carrying a connection to these babies, right? And that's obviously having an impact on your life. And of course, there's this trauma around the loss of land, which probably relates to the resource we talked about, just finances, deeper than money. But there's going to have to be a movement around letting these babies rest in peace. We'll get there. It's still a little far out, because the ones who have to look is the great great grandmother who's not looking, and great grandfather is so stuck in sort of this angry fighting against place that he's not going to look. So we'll have to explore that. Let's go Sashi first, and then great grandfather. I'll go over there.
I put the take my hand down. The nest wanted to come down so that I'm not holding it. And what keeps coming up is, well, devastation, loss, and then nest egg. And when I recognized that the babies were gone and that they probably weren't big enough to fly away on their own, I thought about the mother. Like, I had deep sadness about the mother, because the mother had been so close watching them, and then all of a sudden they were gone. And so I remember just feeling grief for the babies, but more for the mother. And again, that word nest egg keeps coming up, and there's almost like a feeling of like, once this has been honored and acknowledged, and the grief and the loss has been fully felt, I need to put something in it, in its place. Like, instead of the 3 babies that died here, I need to put like a stone of abundance or something in here to like shift the energy. But before I can even do that, there has to be a complete acknowledgement of devastation and loss, and the mother's grief as well.
Thank you. Sarah, just try these words to your great grandmother. Just tell her, great grandmother, I'm your great granddaughter.
Great grandmother, Fanny, I'm your great granddaughter.
And we're looking at the pain.
And we're looking at the pain
that you experienced.
That you experienced.
And it's so big.
It's so big.
And I tried to carry and have been carrying the lost children.
I tried to carry it. And I've been carrying the lost children. I even lost them myself.
Yeah. I know the feeling of lost children.
I know the feeling of lost children, for sure.
I know what you couldn't feel.
I know what you couldn't feel.
Sarah's up. Is that all okay?
Yes, I'm still connected to great grandmother, and there's the entanglement with great grandmother and great grandmother we need to look at.
Thank you. We will get there for sure. Let's go with Missing Wings. I want to hear from that one.
Lower my hand. I don't know how to do that, but hold on. I discovered that I'm laying on the ground with the missing babies or the the babies that were left, and I'm trying to hold the babies. So yeah,
Thank you for
and
that.
very sad.
We got a baby chick that,
I'm loving it.
yeah, that Leah's brought in.
So cute.
Okay, who has something burning that needs to be said at this moment? Great-great-grandmother, go ahead. You'll have to unmute again, Kathy.
I've gone through so many emotions and also physical pain in this area, but sadness and terror and grief, just huge amounts, and they've kind of settled to where there's physical something going on here. But it's been changing. This different parts have been speaking.
I want you to look, great-great-grandmother, and see that you have a great-great-granddaughter who survived 4 generations later, or 3 generations. Just see your great-great-granddaughter. Just take in this being, this soul. You have a little one, your child had a child who had a child. And she's trying to bring healing to the family. She's helping the family.
Huge amounts of emotion.
How does it feel to see your great-great-granddaughter who you never got to meet in life?
Love. A great deal of love. Wanting to protect her.
Try these words, Sarah herself. I'm reclaiming the wings for our family.
I'm reclaiming the wings for our family.
Bless me as I help others heal.
Please bless me as I help others to heal.
And even bring healing to my own family.
Also bring healing to my own.
Great-great-grandmother, how's that to hear?
That feels good. I honor you. And I thank you.
Try these words, great-great-grandmother, if they feel true. You have to test them. I bless you to have love and prosperity and everything you want.
I bless that you have love and prosperity and all that you desire, all that is yours.
Thank you for honoring our pain, my pain.
Thank you for honoring my pain and the family's pain.
And
I'm
whatever, Go ahead, Grandma. Great great grandma.
and bringing it forward for healing.
And you can leave my pain with me.
And you can leave my pain with me.
I'm safe now.
I'm safe now. So are you.
Thank you. I still have your bed. The bed went from Missouri to Montana. I still have it.
Beautiful. And you as well.
Yeah.
And just great great grandmother, just tell her if it feels okay to say, leave my pain with me.
Leave my pain with me.
You just be the little one.
You just be the little one. Birthing anew.
And also let her know that the love remains.
The love remains. Always.
Sarah's rep, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I'm feeling this deep, deep connection, although you said we never met, but we know each other so well. We're so connected at soul level. And it feels right. I'm feeling good. I was making sure when she said when she said leave the pain with me, I was making sure, looking into her eyes, if she's meaning it. And now I know she means it. And I feel good. And Leah's little chick here brought me so much hope. I'm feeling great.
Great. So Sarah or Sarah's rep, whatever you can give back that belongs to great great grandmother, see if you can find what that is. And as you, whatever it is, as you give it back, you can bow back to her. As you're doing it, just know that the love connection maintains exactly the same. And great great grandmother, just receive back any of these emotions that they have carried for you, that your great great granddaughters carried. And Sarah's rep, just stay with it until it feels complete.
I want her to reach out.
Great. Great great grandmother, can you reach out and take them? And just receive it. See it, allow it to flow in through you, Kathy, into great great grandmother's being.
I want to say I love you.
Thank you. Wings, I see the hand. I'll come there in just a minute. Great great grandmother, I want you to see the children, the babies, whoever that were left behind. Babies buried in the land. Can you see her? Can you see them?
Yes.
It hurts. Just tell the baby it hurts so much. It broke my heart.
It broke my heart. It hurts so much. So much pain.
And people who took the land just going to see this process for whatever energy came through you. Great great grandfather, just stay with whatever happens for you. Babies, how is it for you? I can't hear you for some reason. You're not muted. Nope, still don't hear you. I heard you a little bit.
Interesting. I have my full volume. Can you hear me now?
That's better. That's workable, yeah.
I'm literally shouting here so that you can hear me. So maybe we needed to be heard and seen.
Good. Shout away.
Yes, and because as I was saying earlier, I was so sad and teary-eyed all along the process since I got in. And thank you, great grandmother, the land. I have more expansiveness in my upper torso. Before I was so flipped like this. Thank you.
And also, go ahead, great great grandmother.
It just feels much better.
Yeah. And I want you to look at your great great grandmother. I want you to look at your daughter also, great grandmother.
I know it was so hard for you. Such a tough time.
Just tell your daughter, I couldn't face it. I couldn't face the pain.
I couldn't face it. There was so much pain. And you were brave. You were very brave.
Try this just to test it. I lost. No, hold on, let me sit with it for a second. Try this, see if it feels true. I always loved you, but I lost the ability to say it.
I always loved you. But I lost the ability to say it.
And to share it.
And to share it.
Great grandmother, how's that? I see the three hands also come to you. Great grandmother, if you can, I want you to take a conscious step forward, closer to your mom. Great great grandmother, how is that when your daughter comes closer?
It feels good.
Is there any fear?
No.
Good. Just ask your daughter to come a step closer.
Will you come closer?
Just see the love that exists between the two of you.
So much love.
Yeah.
Feel the connection in your hearts. There's a bond. We're reestablishing the bond. And great grandmother, if you want, you can reach out a hand too to the babies, the children who were left behind, if that feels appropriate. Just hold one hand with them. Great great grandfather, how is this for you?
I don't think she can do it until we bring in all the people that we took the land from and the people that we abused.
Let's see.
I don't think there's another representative anyway, but I feel I feel so impassioned about it.
Just tell your wife we took the land also.
I respect you, and I fear this was retribution because we took land also.
From the native peoples, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I couldn't give you what you needed because of my shame.
Just see her now.
Mm.
Great great grandmother, if it's true, just say I know.
I know. I know.
And I chose you.
And I chose you.
And I chose you.
Just feel that. See if you can feel the love.
Absolutely. What I can allow myself to feel.
Yeah. Just great great grandfather, give a place to the ones who you took the land from. Just give them a place behind you.
There's something about talking about bird medicine and things. That's like we've taken their culture and not acknowledged it.
Mm. Try these words, great great grandfather. I respect the beings that came before us.
I respect those who came before us.
And I feel guilt and shame around what happened to them.
I respect their ways. And I want us to honor their ways in some way that includes them and doesn't exclude them. Sorry, I know that's not the sentence you gave me.
No. You always change them. And just see your great great granddaughter.
Yeah, I see you.
And just see a woman, a girl, now grown into a woman, who is and honoring the indigenous in her work also. She does spiritual work that actually came from the indigenous in many ways.
We'll make sure you include them. And some geese just flew past. Did you hear them? Yeah, the flock of geese just flew past.
Just say, Sarah, great-great-grandfather, I will remember you when I honor them.
I will remember you when I honor
No,
them.
it's the other way. It's from Sarah to you.
Oh.
Oh, good. It's all good. And Sarah, just say to your great-great-grandfather, just even as you say it, feel it in your body. How every time you honor the natives and native traditions, you're going to have a place for your great-great-grandfather.
Great-great-grandfather. Every time I do a healing, I will honor you, thinking of the traditions of those who came before us. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
And try these words, Sarah. Really ask him, I want to have prosperity in a good way.
My great-grandfather, I want to have prosperity in a good way, in a way that honors all beings.
Not on the backs of others.
Not on the backs of others.
Would you bless me to have this?
Would you bless me to have this, please?
I feel really strongly that we took from them.
Yes, I wanted to say that she had to acknowledge that.
Mhm.
As
Thank you.
Sarah's rep, I did not feel my ancestors. I always felt my ancestors were victims, so it's really hard for me to shift from victim to the perpetrator, but she has to acknowledge that.
I confirm that.
Yeah. Just say Sarah herself, say I'm taking that in.
I'm taking that in.
And I understand now why I've struggled.
I understand now why I have struggled so much up until now.
Thank you. Sashi, go ahead.
Where are you? Do you have Scandinavian at all in you?
Dutch.
Okay. I'm just asking because, Jack, my hand is on these runes right here. So it's like maybe the ancestry of the old ways. And they just want to stay here. And I haven't had them out of the box in a year or two. And there's something about spirits with me, but maybe also there's something about the old indigenous ways before Roman colonization.
Wow.
Chills all over. Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then I haven't had these crystals in a year either, and they're in the same box as those, and they just wanted to come out and surround the nest. But this is important. The old indigenous ways of the white man before the Roman Empire.
So farther back.
Yeah.
Good.
They were colonized by the Romans or by another group.
Thank
And
you.
did upon others that was done to them.
Let's check in with the wings.
I felt so grateful when I was reclaimed. And it was like, now I feel like I haven't been forgotten.
Thank you for that. Ria, the land.
There was a lot of grief, and it feels like that grief is over. And mourning is over now from land. Clearing has happened.
Thank you. People who took the land, did you want to say something?
Yeah, if in the beginning of the constellation, whenever the financial resource was speaking, I was feeling like a lot of yawning and a lot of gas coming out, like I was not able to hold it. By the way that by the constellation went on, and all this love connection went on, I was attracted to the financial resource, and I said, wow, now the land is cleared, and also we are clear of our guilt that we were hold on, and now we can be prosper. And I was so happy when the great grandfather acknowledged and recognized that they took the land as well. And I was like happy, like, wow, yes, and we are part of it. I mean, I felt so happy to be part of the whole, and to see that love is there and prosperity and everything is like falling into the right place right now.
Thank you for them. I want to check in with the babies first. And then I see the other hands. Louder for the babies. They need to really express.
Okay. I feel very strongly that I also represent the babies of the indigenous peoples. That's when we acknowledge them, it just like I just felt so strong now. Even my wobbly legs earlier was like strong, and I'm like this. And for the first time, I could see Sarah and Sarah's rep, which I couldn't before. So and I don't know if this is like a resonance with my own national history, because we were colonized by Spain and America. So now I'm one of the few only people of color here, and it just so resonates even on a personal level. I'm not trying to get your what do you call it? It's steal the baton from you, Sarah, but the resonance is just so strong. So thank you.
Thank you, babies. Thank you for them. Sashi, go ahead. And then bird medicine.
I wasn't quite sure what this was. It doesn't want to go. And I don't know if it's a bridge. Like it doesn't want to leave. And it at first kind of bothered me that's here, but it doesn't want to go. And then I kind of am seeing it almost like a bridge from here to here. And I don't really know what that means, but it feels like some sort of like you walk over here. I don't know, a bridge. I don't know what that means though.
May I ask, Sashi, is that obsidian?
No, I don't know what it is. I got it because I liked it. It's a stone, but it has something up there, and I don't know exactly. I have no idea which one it is. I don't know what any of these are, to be honest. I knew at one point and no clue now. But it's a bridge of some sort.
Seems like a bridge between the spiritual cultures. From the
Yes.
ancient spiritual cultures to more modern spiritual cultures.
Yeah, my hand wants to definitely stay here, and it really does feel like this could literally just walk over here.
Yeah.
So maybe something for you, Sarah, about tapping into the more ancient.
Yes. Yes, I have thought about this many, many, many times.
Like your own cult. I don't know, Dutch, or I don't know what the Dutch indigenous times were of there, but I don't know. But yeah, it feels like whatever that was for your ancestors would be good.
I think just, the European, the old ancient European ways that come from the Sophia and the Dane River. I forget the
Pagans, not pagans. I know that they were
Yeah.
having runes and all, like the Vikings. I'm watching the Viking series, and they do have that like old
And
belief.
I connect with those people here in the United States through the Amish and through the Cajuns, who both have healers who have been suppressed, who were suppressed a century ago by the American Medical Association, the Brokri for the Amish and the Traiteur for the Cajuns. And I connect with both of those very, very deeply.
But it feels more like whoever was on your land in the old Europe, not, more your ancestors' land of old Europe.
Okay, so I'm going to pause the two, drop back in. Little heady, just to drop back in. Just feel what feels true for you, Sarah herself. I saw the hand for bird medicine. I see the hand for great-great-grandfather. Hold on. Sarah's rep. I want to check in to see where our rep is first. You're muted.
I want those 3 round crystals in the nest. The ones closest to the nest, the 3 round ones. Yeah, this and
3.
yeah, they belong in the nest.
Thank you. Bird medicine, go ahead. You had your hand up a while back.
I just felt a little tired. I sat down and I feel like I'm always around, but I'm less relevant right now.
Thank you. Great-great-grandfather.
I don't know if this is heady or not, but Europeans, it's hard to connect with our old ways because of the witch burnings. And it's so frightening, so frightening. It's easier to connect with other cultures.
And Sarah herself, just say, I know.
I know, I was one of them.
I could actually cry. There's a church near us, and when I first found it, when I first came upon it on a bike ride, there's a massive great pond outside it, and I just saw it and I knew it was a ducking pond. It's just horrible.
Everybody just feel this, especially as women. I know some men were burned also. I think it was about 20%, is what I've heard.
And they couldn't protect their women.
Let's see the camaraderie around our screen, almost like 2 levels, like the representative level, but I also feel like this is personal for us. It's people bringing healing medicine. Let's see sisters, 1 brother. Civil War guide. We got about 10 more minutes and then we'll wrap it up.
This is another example of the long-range impact of war on families and on communities and on the land.
Yeah, it feels like there's a sacredness around what we're seeing right now. Thank you. Who needs to speak? Sarah's rep, go ahead.
I'm looking around, all around me, all those dead people in the name of religion.
Yeah.
So many.
Thank you. So I'll see what's happening for that energy. It's beautiful.
Sorry, I can actually raise it. Okay, there we go. You can see that. The right where the bridge is, the nest wanted to come in the middle. It's got the 3 here, and then it was wanted the support on this side to equal out this side. So it's got support on both sides right here. And it's in the middle. And then there's this bridge here between the 2. Again, I don't know what it means, but just naming what's being called.
Thank you.
So this is support and this is support. And then it's got these three, this is these little stones in here. It's like, this is new, this is new. And then there's this bridge here between these two worlds here.
We're close to complete, but it's not quite done. There's a tiny bit more. I don't know what it is yet. Great grandmother, how are you doing? Okay, how's that one?
Yeah, I'm just aware of pain in my lower back. That's why I sat down. I feel unburdened, definitely, by hearing both of my parents speak.
Did you hear that word too? Unburdened?
Yes, yes, I did. And when the process between Sarah's rep and great-great-grandmother was taking place, not only were there birds outside my window, but there were two cats fighting in the street as well. There was a lot of animal activity, and then my dog started barking, and it was like this whole constellation of animals, you know, around. I'm feeling quite tired. I'm feeling quite peaceful. But I also, like you, have that sense that there's some other thread here that hasn't been, I'm wanting to say, attended to, witnessed. And I'm not sure what it is either.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything burning to share? Sashi, go ahead.
I just wanted to hear from my attention off and on has gone to land. I'm just wondering if land has anything.
Land, go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking at the crystals and I found it very fascinating. And though the old nest was gone, like that, a new form, a new community has come up. I'm very glad about it. I also looked just before you spoke. I was looking at the nest.
Thank you. Let's do this, Leah, with an H. You can just start doing some light drumming for us. Great-great-grandmother, go ahead. You have to unmute, Kathy. I mute you because there's a little feedback that comes through yours.
There is still pain, kind of, I don't know, midsection to the right. That has been through a good deal of this, not all of it, but I don't know what that is.
Let's let the drumming happen. Let's bring in sound vibration to shift these final energies. We've got about 5 minutes left. Leah, if you could do a little louder, it's not picking up, and it may not because of how Zoom mutes things. We'll just have to trust the vibration. And just starting to, any other traumas or trauma energies, patterns ready to be released. This marriage of the sacred and kind of the indigenous, but then going back even to the ancient religions a couple thousand years prior. Everyone getting placed, the people who took the land, and then great-great-grandfather speaking to, they took the land also. Colonization. Babies getting a place. Those who are left behind and buried. And just allowing these energies to start to slowly maybe dissipate a little bit as we come towards close. Just bless, but keep how this has touched our souls, whatever medicine we have had that we created together today. It's welcoming the beauty of that, hopefully. Some people getting up at 3 in the morning. And people get up sunrise and some of us sunset. And blessing the human experience, light and dark. It's both. Does anybody need to share anything before we close? Do we have something burning? Bird medicine, go ahead.
There's just this the gratitude for whatever was inherited. I mean, we spoke about the land that arrived or didn't arrive, what was taken or from one side or another, but something did arrive. And that piece has to be honored and acknowledged to what is here or what was given from one generation to the next. So
Thank you. Anyone else have anything burning to share? Go ahead, resource.
There's just something about needing to acknowledge the old European indigenous ways, because we've got so much focus on the last 2,000 years, but there was so much, or the last, few hundred years, but there was true also devastation of our old ways by the Roman Empire. And
Thank you.
like a constellation on that would be really helpful.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything burning that needs to be shared? Okay.
I do.
Yeah, great grandmother.
Just listening to that, sitting here, realizing I always light a candle at the start of this work, and the title at the top is Three Suns. And I'm just looking at that in terms of the three crystals in the nest and how there's a light burning for the old indigenous, the old ways, and lighting the way for the new.
Thank you. And as you started speaking, fireworks started going off outside, and you just heard this pop, boom, 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 like shots. Yeah. Okay, anything else? All right. Okay, sisters, brother, Sarah, with love, honor, and respect for you and your perfect family, much love and gratitude for them. We give back to you everything that is yours, no longer ours, appropriate for us to hold it and carry it for you. Give back to you everything that is yours. We keep only any medicine for our souls. So everything else, just feel it flowing. You can bow, whatever wants to happen with your body to allow the release of this energy field back to Sarah. So Sarah, thank you so much. Just receiving this back all the way behind you, maybe into ancient times, which wanted to show up in this field. I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording.